for God, life for Bonsound. Town is odds. Again, over Mami Edo. Mami Edo Bodo Payanku. Edo too much. Mami overdo. Edo too much. La Alabana Wusato Garia Yezafi. Trade Chromo Yeshwama. Why so chain Hedja Cropots? Oh, true. Yes, rough. But you know, when the town is hot, like a cooking pot, what you do is to hold a town hall meeting dominated by choristers and 1, 2, 3. Welcome to the Town is Hot episode of your new satirical show on City TV Backpage. My name is Caleb Kuda. This week, my torture experiences have been torturous. Too much heat, especially when the torture is loading, it gets worse. When you get home to doom all through the night, you can't even see your own eyes. You can't see your own eyes. Heat in the night with some soul music from blood-sucking mosquitoes. Heat in the day, just a bazaar. On top of all these, really, was the wave of heat in the pockets of most of us. So it became crucial that the head of economic management team, Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia, address all of us.
Our presentation today, as always, is based on an analysis of the data and the facts. The data will speak for itself. If you disagree, you should bring your own data and your record. But don't disagree by saying that the EMT members have big heads. You only resort to insults when you are allergic to facts.
After showing many graphs and charts amid intermittent clap offerings, the economic whisker Dr. Bawumia was accused by some of succeeding in confusing himself and the rest of many.
You will recall that I stated in 2014 that if the fundamentals are weak, the exchange rate will expose you. That was true then. That was true then, and it is true now. It is 100% correct. So if the fundamentals are weak, the exchange rate will expose you. But it is warped logic to jump from that to a conclusion that if there is depreciation in their currency, then the fundamentals must be weak. Do you understand the logic? It is very warped logic. If the fundamentals are weak, the exchange rate will expose you. But if the exchange rate moves, you cannot jump to that conclusion that the fundamentals are weak. That defies logic. That defies logic. There could be other external factors causing the exchange rate depreciation. For example, if I tell you that if your leg is broken, you are going to be unable to walk, then I'm somewhere and somebody comes to tell me, this person is unable to walk. Can I just conclude that their leg must be broken?
Do you understand the warped logic? Yes, sir. Do you understand the warped logic? Yes, sir. Mofra, Moti ase, Dabi. I don't understand some Ghanaians. So you say you don't understand. Now, what's the one tia say? The two are supposed to be the same. What is that? Dr. Bawumia, don't mind them, okay? Like some fans of Manifest who don't need to understand his songs but love him all they say, we don't need to understand your lectures or the warped logic lecture to love you. You get what I mean. But Dr. Bawumia, please, you said boot for hot cry. What was that?
So our worst is better than your best. And then you say boot for boot. This one is more like boot for chalewote.
I really want to see how Mr. Mahama will challenge this. But don't you just like how the vice president enjoys his own jabs, like the jabs he throws at John Mahama in particular? It gives you a sneak peek of you there. It's okay. Just watch this again. Watch carefully. The feeling is like, I'm on top of the world. Now, wait, after all the big talk, big question is, the heat we experience in our pockets and our rooms, has, I can't say, what is that? The heat, has it, I know Brasia now, the heat we are experiencing really, after all the talk, has all that died down? Well, firstly, one man who has so much influence on your life and mine as well, John Peter Amewu, has been apologizing for bragging plenty.
So Ghanaians, we are sorry. This short period is just intermittent. And I can promise you that from 12th of April, when the tie-in is completed, you will continue to enjoy sustainable use of your power.
Should we accept that apology? Should we? Anyway, still on Doomsday though, His Excellency the President, he had this to say in Obimanso.
Except for one or two unfortunate days, Doomsday is no longer a phenomenon in our country. We have been able to handle Doomsday.
Now Doomsday is not a part of us. We have been able to handle Doomsday. If you don't understand Hager Transformer, we have dealt with Doomsday. Actually, Ghanaians say, we can be ungrateful. We have a whole Nanado Dankwa Kufuado. And we are not grateful. You people don't know His Excellency the President is hot cake, eh? You don't know.
My name is Seguia Hilary Innocent Taylor. I am a Ugandan and I'm doing my Master's in International Relations here at Harvard. I wish we could, exchange you for our Ugandan president, Dictator General Yoweri Kaguta Museveni, who has been in power for 33 years. Because we are telling him enough is enough. He has to go.
The president's reaction, though, it's golden indeed. I mean, like a coy bride, right? But, well, this Doomsday thing, I'm surprised ECG didn't indicate in its handover notes to PDS not to play with power supply to the people of Somenya. See, for a long time now, anytime ECG or now PDS cuts off power to Somenya, some of the residents protest to the point of violence. Now, the latest is the infliction of gunshot wounds on 2 persons. Apparently, some of the residents wielding machetes, carpenter saws, and other offensive weapons were on their way to storm the PDS office, but the police quelled that protest. In fact, 2 of their men sustained injuries. Again, now away from Doomsday. Remarkably, the Vice President made some important announcements that excited market women, Guta, and many Ghanaians.
To reduce the incidence of smuggling and enhance revenue, the benchmark delivery values of imports will be reduced by 50%. This, however, for vehicles, the reduction will be 30%.
I wish to thank you very much, and I'm pleading with you that tomorrow by this time, all that you promised should be fulfilled. Thank you very much. And I'm going back to tell them that Asempapa Biayati, Oje, Oje, thank you very much.
Whatever you said here was as if you were saying the same things that I've been saying on air. It means that whatever thing I say on air, it registers in your head.
Whatever I said on air has registered in your head. Oh yeah, oh yeah. We are glad you are happy. We thank the government on your behalf. But Aboso Kind spare parts dealers, you know them? Yeah. Well, they have asked us to caution you to hasten in your jubilation slowly. I don't know what that means. You can reach them for answers. But yeah, Aboso Kind people, that's their take on that. But still on the question of whether the wave of heat in the pockets and the rooms have subsided, an economist and former chief of staff during the Kufuor era seems to say, "Kasatinting mwa to wait, plenty talks don't bore neck rope," like chop money, basically.
All that I'm saying is that people don't eat words. They see exchange rate reflected in their cost of living because prices will go up. Let's stop talking and focus on addressing the fundamentals. The fundamentals are supply and demand for foreign exchange. Okay?
Okay, so, right, beside the big questions, right, there were smaller questions like why Pius Enam Hajida came in after the lecture to announce refreshment when Q&As were up next. Was it just so he would introduce his boss?
Ladies and gentlemen, let me announce that there is a stand in the foyer. There is water and light refreshment. We are not allowed to bring in water and light refreshment into the auditorium.
Stand in the foyer. Hey, item 30 manager, well done. Anyway, I mean, you did a good job passing the microphone around and all that. I still don't understand though why the NPP troubled their senior citizen chairman so much. The man needed sleep. Chinchina! You said he should come to the lecture. Now, on top of all that, you went to sing him a lullaby. Who does that? Eh? Who does that? And by the way, the choristers, melodious voices. And I think they deserve an honorable mention. We have seen once again the fruits of Choman's labor. Choman, respect. Osukaso, you use the place very well. And finally, you've got to love Sheikh I.C. Kwe. His prayers will still shake the enemies who are allergic to data. Sheikh. But sincerely, the NDC never ever looks as shaking as they are anytime Dr. Bawumia speaks. There is always a tussle about whose chalewote is fit enough for his fundamental boots. But let's see.
You can do all the lies and propaganda with the economy you like. The reality of the people's lives will expose you. Ghana has moved from an era where we're borrowing to build into our future. When we're borrowing to create prosperity for children yet unborn. When we're borrowing to build the rich hospital, they said we're incompetent. When we borrowed to build Terminal 3, they said we're incompetent. When we borrowed to build regional hospitals across the country, they said we were incompetent. Now that they are borrowing to pay for kenke and fish, what would they be?
Well, so the last time minority leader gave something like a response to the government, this is how it went down.
This is the first time I've seen a government say that clap hands for me for borrowing. I'm the biggest borrower. I'm the one with the biggest calabash parading around the world in order to be able to borrow.
Will you accept that this calabash the young people is drinking from, maybe they are drinking more than you ever did? Well, anyway, that was Harun Idrisu there. Now, let's do a quick exercise, all right? When I say, Mami Edo, you say, Edo Bodo Payanku. Okay? Are you ready? Are you ready? Okay, so let's try this. Mami Edo. Edo Bodo Payanku. Mami Edo. Edo Bodo Payanku. In fact, Garia Yusafi. That is that system. Shit, boys, I am rough. And we are so hot. And the system is so hot such that Ghana Police decided to surprise us by being proactive, at least for once in a long time. Just when they thought they will get some accolades because they had paid their dues, come and see. Bashing. After this break, I will take you to that press conference of the Ghana Police Service.
Witness the twisted and tangled story of betrayal, greed, vengeance, and love in the award-winning Brazil Avenue. Carmenia, a woman led by greed, gets rid of her husband, who is Rita's father, and sends Rita away to a filthy landfill. Rita finds love in Batata, but they are soon separated by adoption into different families, far away from each other. Many years later, all paths cross again, as Rita, now a renowned chef, seeks to pay back her stepmother for taking away her happiness as a child. It's the story of twists, turns, suspense, and thrilling action in Brazil Avenue. Catch the omnibus of Brazil Avenue on Saturdays from 7 to 10 p.m. and Sundays from 10 p.m. to 12:30 a.m. only on City TV.
Welcome back to Backpage on City TV. My name is Caleb Kuda. See, many Ghanaians we have been bashing the Ghana Police Service for being reactive, insouciant, and all that. Insouciant, basically lackadaisical, or enfamihumbi kind of attitude. So the CID boss, who some now call Tiwa Savage, held a press conference. Now first, listen to her speak on their findings pertaining to the 3 kidnapped teenagers of Takoradi.
Together with the BNI, we've worked very well, and currently we know where the girls are. I am unable to give the details because we don't want to compromise their safety. We are working hard together with other stakeholders so that these girls are brought back home safely. The assurance to the family is that they should keep on keeping on. The ladies, we know where they are and they are safe. So very soon, they will be brought back home and they will go back to their family.
You didn't hear that? I'll take it again.
The assurance to the family is that they should keep on keeping on.
Keep on keeping on. Keep on keeping on. Very soon they will be brought back home. Anyway, if you know their location, rescue them. Rescue them, Keke. Well, the family isn't enthused one bit.
It's not right. It's like they are playing with us. They are playing with our emotions. It's not right. They have to tell we the parents something. We have to know what is going on.
Are you worried that with this announcement, maybe the criminals might take them away and they will not get them?
Of course I am, because they also listen to TV, they also watch news, they also go on social media and so on, read everything. So if in this case whereby the kids are not in your custody, as you said you found them, then you just come out to make this public announcement. Then in a way you are informing the kidnappers to escape with the kids to different place.
Absolutely, I couldn't agree more. Savage response to Madam Tiwa. Tiwa Savage. Ole, ole, because if you actually say that you know the location, then see the kidnappers stealing them away. Well, she spoke about the whereabouts of number 1. Let's hear her.
Due to the red alert notice on him, he was re-arrested on the instructions of Interpol. The Dubai police has gone ahead to obtain a local warrant of arrest based on the Interpol red notice. He is currently in custody at the Dubai police station. And that case, even though he's on bail, hasn't ended. They will continue to produce him before the court until that case is over, before he's handed over to Ghana. We are in touch with the Dubai police and everything is on course.
Okay, thank you very much. We didn't know he was actually rearrested. Thank you for that update. Coincidentally, the men's Golders were picketing on the same day at the Iyoko. Interestingly, their moms say Ghana's finance minister is greedy. Can you imagine? Also, another had a placard that said, money no be problem. I don't know if I saw right. See. Oh, okay, so it wasn't money no be problem. It's actually no money, no vote. Well, I don't know if you saw, yeah, that one, but yeah, that's a correction. But I hope I'm not the only one who saw that one. But how will you feel if after picketing in the scorch of the sun, in fact, some of them were scratching, they were dragging their, like they sat on the ground and they were doing that kind of thing as though they were dancing. Well, after all that demonstration, authorities of the institution where they went to picket came out to say this.
I'm speaking because we are impressed with the way you have comported yourselves. You understand? Thank you. So we will just impress on you to go and rest. The sun is too scorchy. So that we also ask the police to go and rest. We will continue to be with you.
Continue to be with you, saying. Continue to be with you, saying. Anyway, the boss of SEC says that they cannot expect their monies anytime soon. Here is the #1 reading and the police story. When you hear the name Dr. Alexander Edusei, remember that he is the latest to benefit from government's employment drive. In his case, though, he has been appointed director of a port at Keta that does not exist. The chief of the area says he has not seen the executive instrument with his own naked eyes.
I've heard there has been an executive instrument, but I have not seen a copy of the executive instrument with my naked eyes. So Diamond Seman also have not shown any sign of their presence on the site as of today.
My naked eyes, Togby, I will dodgy. Now, the MP for the area has been addressing the president over this matter in the name of God. Too much drama.
I, Richard Koshiga, the Member of Parliament for the Keta constituency, on behalf of the people of Keta, in the name of God, solemnly plead with President Akufo-Addo to reverse the horrendous decision of an appointment.
Interesting story. If you ask me, I am sure the appointee will give a testimony thanking God for uncommon favor. In other words, undeserved blessing. What am I even saying? I mean, this must be the story of Abraham told to move to a land that he didn't even know of. And that is the faith of this new Keta portman. And yeah. So that's the Keta story. Now, here's an assignment for you. Write a letter to the Minister of Education explaining to him 2 negative effects of setting examination questions on a chalkboard. Clap for the teachers who set this question. I mean, smart question. The teachers are basically saying you cannot fail us with the licensure exams, but still, I mean, the teachers are saying you can fail us. You can fail us with the licensure exams, but still we will rise and shade you in exam questions. Undoubtedly, the message has gone far, and this is what this boy's mother, he's a student, right? This is what his mother had to say.
When I went home to tell my mother that he wrote the exams on the board, he said, oh, this government is not good. You have to print it from the GS, Ghana Education Service.
Oh, this government. Anyway, the words mothers say to the children go a long way. And like I told you, in other words, it was like, Ochia, you don't have all the money, yet you say we will pay for everything, including printing fees. Now teachers have to write with chalkboards. But, well, the ministry has not taken kindly to what it calls dramatization of the teachers. Now, the director of communications for the sector, called Vincent Asafwa, is actually upset. He said to Francis Alban of Morning Star, and I quote him, "Why the dramatization? Is it because teachers were getting some money from what was being paid earlier and now they don't get? So they are angry? Writing on the board is not a new phenomenon. How did they write their class test? If that is the only way the poor can get education, then so be it." Unquote. Wow. You know. I mean, how did the minister find his perfect kind? Where did he get them from? Anyway, he said more things, and I like to quote him, right? Yesterday, half of the money they needed to print papers have been paid. We agree that payment delayed, but it shouldn't be a means of drama by our teachers. I frown at that. It is unacceptable. Teachers dramatizing with the situation is uncalled for. Unquote. Echo Vincent Asafwa. You're a big man. One what say? Keep on keeping on. Keep on keeping on. Keep on keeping on. Now, you know, I have always thought that our national anthem is so exceptional. Actually, it is. But I mean, I never thought that of any other country, especially in Africa, could come close to ours until I heard Nigeria's "Arise, O Compatriots." Okay. I know you know it. But let me tell you the part that I love the most, my favorite part. It says, "The labors of..." I can't do it like that. Let me just tell you the line. It says, "The labors of our heroes past shall never be in vain." No wonder the labors of Sonny Abacha has never been in vain in the land of Buhari. Hopefully, Aliko Dangote and Patience Ozoko's labors will also never be in vain, right? Well, where am I driving? What am I driving at? Here in Ghana, the CEO of Trade Fair has rendered in vain the labors of her predecessors by turning the place around. But what kind of turning did she turn?
The Ghana Trade Fair Company Limited in the last decade has not made profits.
So you are a better manager?
I think I can say that.
So you will turn the company around?
I've already done so.
So in 2018 we will expect profits?
I doubt that due to a decade of...
So what do you mean by you have already done that?
I've already turned the company around to some level. There's more to do. So in the
what do you understand when one says he has turned the company around?
I am turning the company around. Maybe I should put it...
You said you have already done that.
I've already done that, and I can give you examples.
It's hard though. I guess this time we can turn around the show and end it right here. My name is Caleb Kuda. Thank you for watching. You can find all our episodes on YouTube, City TV GH. You find Backpage. You see all our episodes there. On Facebook, I am Caleb Kuda. On Twitter, @Caleb Kuda. Thank you for watching Backpage. Maybe the Town Hall Choir will take us home.